red, blue, purple light. Friends, red, blue, purple light. Friends, facts, red, blue, purple light. Friends, red and blue, purple light. Friends, facts, you can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road, you better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah, we gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts, we in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts, peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light. To the family. Peace, love and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of Techno Tuesdays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar, joined by none other than Spin City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another good Tuesday, full of tech.
Big Tuesday, big Tech Tuesday, big things are going on this Techno Tuesday. We are actually at episode 21.
20. What's 9 plus 10? 21.
9 plus 10, 21. We should call this one 21 Savage.
Oh.
Or 21 Jump Street. You know what I mean? Because today technology is taking a little jump ahead in the quote-unquote AI race.
Yeah.
Today is the day, and today's episode will be the episode where we speak about a significant jump in the quote-unquote AI world, or the AI ecosphere, or the ecosystem and whatnot. You dig?
As of today, this news that we about to bring to Techno Tuesday 21 Jump Street is from today, mere hours ago. Google I.O. They had a stream where they showed and launched all their premier brand new tools, GEMINI Ultra AI, Google AI Ultra, you know what I mean? Flow TV, new things in Whisk, Project Mariner, y'all. I'm telling you, AI is going up. You feel me? One love, Techno family.
It's going bonkers like it should be. You know what I mean? It's going bonkers like it was, I'm not gonna say prophesized, but
Almost. How we've been talking about AI.
Yeah, to a degree, the evolution will be digitized. You know, as we've always said, when we get up on these Tuesdays, there's always a quantum leap 7 days later. You know what I mean? Not every single week strong, but give or take every 2 or 3, you know,
yeah,
we're in the midst of what they call the AI race. We're cataloging it, we're documenting it, we're able to organically be a part of it. It'll go down in history, similar to being early on Bitcoin and whatnot, and being able to capture it. The fact that we're capturing it, the fact that we're documenting it, the fact that we are actually factoring in to this quote unquote evolution is a testament to itself. I'm surprised more people aren't quote unquote, knee deep in these waters and whatnot, even getting their feet wet. Shout out to the ones that are swimming though.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Where y'all calling in from? Where y'all watching in from, man? Let Techno Tuesdays. Where you calling in from? Where you at, man?
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and do the roll call so we know where the family is tapping in from, and we can activate the quote unquote grid. We can activate the, they got their data centers and whatnot. We got our versions and whatnot. We have our grids. We have our clusters. So we tapping in from Charlotte, right? We got Charlotte in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to Charlotte. We will see y'all soon. We coming back out there. We got Oakland in the building. And
Devontae, I'm really right up the street for real. Town business, man. Mount Hercules right now.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego is in the building.
There you go.
Yeah. Palm Beach, Florida. Shout out to Copper Moon. Shout out to Ahmad. Everybody in the chat, please show the mod some love. Show Copper Moon and the other mods that we have in the building some love for holding it down. Seattle. Shout out to Seattle. Shout out to VA. You dig? Shout out to Barbados. Feel me? Shout out to Silicon Desert, Arizona. You know what I mean? Town business. So yeah, man. Family is outside. We got Cape Verde, Africa. You know what I'm talking about? Alabama in the building. We got Hollywood up in here.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's a beautiful thing, man. The family is here. Hollywood is in the building, so that means the checks are getting signed. You know? At least, no, I'm just saying the way it works is with the good brother Holly Hemmett, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's not in the studios in Hollywood, even if he's not tapped into that whole, he could be working somewhere completely different. The fact that you receive that information, think of yourself as a battery on a grid, on a certain ley line in a certain placement. The fact that spin is right there in close proximity to a Silicon Valley and whatnot. You feel me? That in the Bay and all of that has an effect as he begins to generate and as he begins to affect the electromagnetic field. That will begin to wake others up.
Yeah.
So it ain't where you from, y'all. It's where you at. Don't ever underestimate where your feet are planted on and whatnot, and how you're connected to the people that you're either listening to or looking at or tapping in with. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into this talk, man. First and foremost, I don't want to no disrespect. The family from last Friday, I got to give them a shout out.
Definitely.
The aliens who pulled up to our workshop. All right.
Friday and Saturdays. Y'all get like 5 hours, 6-7 hours worth of spinning red throughout the week, y'all. And I don't, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. And it's straight hibachi every time. You feel me? Straight hibachi every time. We flipping the thing. Whoop, we doing the volcano with the onions and all of that. Yeah. So 100 income streams. Please believe everybody who haven't signed up to the class. First of all, it's never too late. You know what I mean? Information is timeless. And also, please believe that the family, the students that are in this 4-week workshop, they are receiving what they came for. You understand? And we're over delivering. So we'll let you find out the way that you need to find out, which is as soon as possible. You feel me? Some monumental things are being done in that workshop. Some real formulas are being exchanged in that workshop. We got people in that workshop who are doing big things. So yeah.
And not only people, y'all. Shout out, we got a 10-year-old in there that's causing just wreaking havoc.
Bro, we got a 10-year-old in there.
And he be
Straight
on
up.
by himself. 10, he be red.
He be on it. We got a 10-year-old in class. What are we talking? I'm talking about a 4-week workshop. Like, what's popping? You feel me?
We put
Once
it
I
out.
saw that, it changes. Everything changes. Like, this is for 8 to 80.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to press the issue that you could talk that fly shit all you want, right? But if you live in the presently present, like if you're presently present, now if you're not in the, if you don't live in what is known as the present time, I will excuse any, no judgment. And if you, some people are living in the 60s, some people are living in the in the days of the ancient Egyptians, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you live in today's time, technology is right on your nose and the advancement of technology. So,
And the reason why, we're pushing like that is again, family, okay, 100 income streams. Oh, we're just not saying, oh, become entrepreneurs, guys. Oh, go out there and make your own money. In a sense, we're saying that. But we can all probably agree that the job market of the very near future changes everything completely.
right.
We're saying to get in and to know the wisdom of the future so you can survive in the future.
Right.
Jobs of today aren't even going to exist.
Right. Because the minute the system implements something like this, or the minute corporate America adapts this quote unquote formula of actually having 100 income streams, or an app is released where you literally could do it off your phone, then it's going to become a trend. And that's all good and everything. But anybody in the audience knows that favor fortunes the quote unquote early bird. Favor fortunes the early adopter. Favor fortunes not only the bold, but those who are on time. So y'all are on time right now. You on good timing. That's all I gotta say. So for the family that's out here learning about this technology, it's not just AI. AI is one component. It's technology. It's called Techno Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about flying cars.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the technology that found them pyramids that y'all was looking for all that time and whatnot. We're talking about the digital economy. We're talking about robots. We're talking about the damn bus that's flying that China has. They have an Airbus that's a mothership. This gonna fly 100 planes in it. That's Techno Tuesday.
The mothership is different.
There will be, we will have some shows. We on episode 21, and for the most part, they've been very heavy on the world of artificial intelligence because of the year that we're having. But we will be bringing some scientists, and we will be bringing some engineers, and we will be bringing some people who are knee deep in the world of technology. You feel me? Onto the show to build with us. You know what I mean? Like, I have a brother who's there's a brother who we interviewed, an elder by the name of Mr. Solomon, and he actually has the patent for the Ring camera.
Oh, damn.
Okay, he's a billionaire. Okay, he has the patent for the Ring camera. So we have inventors amongst us, right? And we have to highlight that. It's very important that we highlight them. We're gonna use the AI to highlight them even more than when we were highlighting them without it. Okay. So if anybody's timeline is like my timeline, you have been flooded with baby videos this whole week where babies are doing podcasts.
Yeah, you know how to drop on. You know how to get in there.
I seen you cook. You want to throw that up there? You want to share that with the family? Because what the hell?
I had to get in there now. Only
babies are doing podcasts. I remember, huh?
No, I'm just looking for it up here.
It falls into the whole boss baby narrative, right?
Exactly.
That I've shared on this show. My prediction is in maybe 2 years. I give it 2 years tops. It's not going to be more than 2 years. I give it 2 years tops. We are going to witness boss babies for real. Children at the ages of 1 and 2 and 3 having, let's forget about the whole IQ thing, being able to use AI to do adult level things, including making a lot of money, right? Boss babies, and they're going to have the disposition of a grown person, right? Because the children coming out right now, the COVID babies and whatnot, they're different. They have a few more. They just have a different type of energy and whatnot, a different type of programming. The ones that are coming after, though, in this post GPT, post AI world, out of here. Watch and see. Wait. I just, it's gonna be a pillar prophecy, and I'm not.
A pillar prophecy. Come on.
Pillar prophecies turn into something called poly market. You feel me? The pillar prophecies have turned into something called poly market. So we live in a day and time now where I don't have to play a game. I could go to a I could go to a market, right? A prediction market, and put some ones on it. I could hedge it. I could make bread now for my prophecies. That's called poly market. You know? Baby Spin was on IG cooking.
Yeah, Holly, the prompt, the way the prompted is right there, y'all. I'll just bring it up just one quick second, y'all. I want to get into some more conversation with Red. I'll throw it up one quick second.
Now, there's also something that we spoke about, and it's been making I've been seeing some articles of come out to kind of like support the conversation that we was having about therapy, right? So I brought up the fact that, you know, generative AI, right? Generative AI is therapeutic to people who are somewhat, quote unquote, you know, not confident in their skills, I would say, right?
Yeah.
So when somebody is able to literally think of something, right? Because you know how you have people who are like, I would say they call them, they diagnose them as maybe schizophrenic. Or they might diagnose a person as having a bipolar disorder because they have imaginary friends, or they have a way of seeing things that is completely considered to be drawing outside the lines. With the invention of these chatbots and the AI, right? It is allowing people to have an outlet, right? To have somebody to communicate with, and also have the ability to generate whatever that they can think and whatever they think they can see in their mind's eye by using the image, quote unquote, tools and whatnot to generate pictures. First, it was Midjourney, but with ChatGPT on the phone, I mean, baked into the app, it's very easier to do it now. Now, there's a flip side of that, of course. There's also the flip side of that, they're talking about the delusions of grandeur that people are beginning to develop, and the quote unquote dark tetrad traits that people are beginning to develop as they communicate with the AI, and as the AI tells people that they are something that maybe they never heard anybody tell them before. Like, yo, you know, you God, or, you know, things like that. Then there's also the red flags with AI therapy, because they're pushing AI therapy as a thing. But I'm going to show you,
Yeah, going crazy too. But go ahead. Yeah, how they pushing that there?
Very crazy and whatnot. So people have to be very mindful about the thin line between surveillance and a trick, them tricking you, and something actually working for you in what it is that you do. So on the trick side of it, it's all about a new level of data farming when you allow this whole AI therapy to take place, because now you're farming the most intricate parts of somebody's data. Okay. And it will become a surveillance, it would be utilized as a surveillance machine if people such as the Mark Zuckerbergs and the Elon Musk of the world and all of these other oligarchs who are obviously bent on taking people's information and using it against them, right? Outside of getting rich from doing it. But you know, it's a lot going on. And if it's not spoken about, and if it's not debated and broken down and whatnot, I feel that a lot of people will kind of walk into this shit blindly, not knowing what it is that they're walking into.
Facts.
So, yep. So let's pull this up right here. All right.
Just real quick.
Indeed, family. Spin City as a baby podcaster is for sure on the scene.
Well, that's clean. Yeah,
Yes, indeed, family. Spin City as a baby podcaster is for sure on the scene.
He even got the scar tattoo as a baby and a mustache. So
and the mustache. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's been Hagen. This is the latest in Hagen. The video for tonight.
City. Techno Tuesdays is in full effect. Rush over to YouTube and subscribe to Know the Ledger Media ASAP. Meet Brother Red Pillar in Spin City to stay on the cutting edge of tech news, artificial intelligence, and robotics for the culture. Tonight we cover the top keynotes, Google I/O and Microsoft's launches. We will demo from our 100 income streams teaching, so you not only are in the loop, you'll profit from what you learn. Going live soon. I'll see you all on stream.
And here we are seeing y'all all on stream. So, you know, that's the latest in Hagen. That's how we cooking that up. Turn yourself to a baby, turn yourself to a statue, turn yourself to a pharaoh, turn yourself to an eagle. And it's what's so crazy to me, Red, is that we did Fantasy Complex Industries 2.0, and it got way more fantasy the next month.
You see how the fantasy shit. It was that I'm just saying. We talking about golden gooses laying eggs, Spin.
Yeah.
After, because it wouldn't have made sense until we did the class. Now that we do the workshop on Fantasy Comp, we tell everybody how to make your cartoons, how to make your comic. No, first we share with people that you have permission to do it. First and foremost, yeah. You might not even know you have permission. Now you have permission. There's tools that you could use. Now here's the toolbox, right? Now, not only are there you have permission and there's tools, there's also platforms that you can actually monetize and sell these things on. So you don't have to literally wait for festivals or wait for people in the streets to support you. You can now tap into all of these niche markets where people don't even know you all around the world.
Yep.
We're talking local, my G. We're talking global, huh? You could put it out in all different languages, huh?
Yep.
You can make toys now. You can make comics now. You even can make a goddamn video game off your phone if you savvy enough. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
You can make cartoons.
Yep. And watch what we about to go over today when it comes to Google's new drops. And that's why I say I'm like, damn, we did that, you know what I'm talking about? Did that Fantasy Complex. That was one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we
Fantasy Complex.
Fantasy Complex, bro, because that really that was so whatever you can imagine, you could see.
Right.
Whatever you can imagine, we brought out action figures, comic books, short films, faceless media. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? And That was one of my favorite ones. The 2.0 for sure. She was going crazy to me.
I agree. I feel the same way. Wait till you see what we got cooking up, though. I aim to top that. You feel me?
For
I
sure.
aim to top that. I got something in the works right now, and I aim to top that, bro. But
Yeah.
yo, I feel that they say speak things into existence. I feel we opened up a lot of portals and a lot of gates with
Yeah.
that demonstration, and now we are in this era and this time where every day it's a new launch and it's moving at a quantum pace that specifically in a direction of those 5 pillars: comics, cartoons, video games, toys,
Mm-hmm.
and animation.
Mm-hmm. All forms.
All forms.
All forms, bro.
I really don't ever want nobody to come outside and say, yo, they working against us. That it's not fair for us. And you know, all of these things that people have so comfortably, you know what I mean? They've been comfortable being the face of shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not who we are. We are falling far from grace, bro.
Mm-hmm.
As a people, I'm speaking about. I'm indicting myself as a people,
Mm-hmm.
not as individuals, just as a whole people, as a culture.
Exactly. Exactly that.
You know. So
Mighty peace. Peace to the gods.
shout out
So
to everybody in the building, man. Y'all already know what it is. Thank y'all for being a part of you know, just a progressive week and whatnot, or progressive strong for that matter. But when y'all see what Google is outside doing, bro,
yeah, we about to
y'all
mess
see
around.
how the people at Alphabet really feel. Y'all gonna understand that these people ain't playing games. Now, you know, a disclaimer is always in order, because Techno Tuesdays is giving you the good part of this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and Third Eye Thursdays and Melanin Mondays and Sacrilegious Sundays and Saturday Night Live is giving you the dark side of this shit, especially when it comes to the technology and especially when it comes to this AI, the dark side of that moon. Because in this duality that we exist within, in this simulation, it's all dualities, it's spectrums. So they got the AI body and shit, literally, and then they got the AI where you could body shit figuratively.
Yeah.
So you just got to decide what parts you play. You feel me? Because there's somebody watching this right now who might be in the armed forces, and they're going to be using the same AI to destroy villages full of children and women, and shit. Yeah, and they're gonna just they're gonna do that. But what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna say, you know what? We about to take the teachings. There's so many. I mean, we don't even have to. The names are it's teachings everywhere, because we got books. We got books. We got books that we wrote. We got books that other people wrote. We got teachings. We got ideas, and we're gonna monetize these ideas. We're gonna animate these ideas. We're going to turn our ideas into quote unquote inventions. Like, we're gonna bend the spoon. You know, we're gonna bend the spoon. And when they say Google is finished because ChatGPT is the new search, right? We always have to keep in mind that because this company is so big, it's been kind of like pigeonholed to being only a search only company, because that's where the biggest dividend of their revenue comes from. But they're really a advertising company. They're really a quote unquote, you know, there's so many companies in one, and this is Alphabet we're talking about. But they coming so hard with this new AI shit, because remember, Google is Firebase, right? So they went and took the coding thing and kind of they ran and snatched mad chains from Cursor. Went, you know what I mean? Like, they came in and basically dropped some shit that bodied all of them, or not really bodied them, but took a lot of took the air out of a lot of their sales. You know,
a lot too.
A lot.
Like today, they struck everybody. Everyone's about to trip. Once we go into our Google demonstration today, y'all gonna say, you know what I mean? Oh shit! Like this is like literally oh shit, because y'all got to think Google also owns YouTube. Yeah, too much data. You know, they still own YouTube, and there's other things that Google has under their umbrella. You can't say that again about Google versus Chat GPT. And it's not only Google versus Chat GPT, because look what China got. China got the Quinn. The Quinn joint is a behemoth, right? Then you got to think C3 is still.
They got a 3-headed monster.
Yeah, going crazy.
They got ByteDance. They got Alibaba.
Yeah.
And Alibaba,
ByteDance, Alibaba,
and Tencent, and who?
Quinn, QWEN.
And Quinn. And they doing, as soon as something dropped this fire, they cloning it and upgrading it and dropping something that's a little more saucier on you for the low, right? So for our community, where we would shine and where we would prosper and where we would find our true power is that we had divisions who fuck with only the open source shit, only the stuff that's really like that, like Mark D is saying, turning the conscious channels into MCPs and rags and whatnot.
Yep.
You'll have a group of people that do the commercial shit, but we need our open source. That's why I'm calling the devs. We're gonna do another meeting for the devs and the coders and all of them. Got to be off of the YouTube, however, but it's gonna be a bill that's gonna create something. It's going to have results, right? But we don't do that in the public. We do private talks in the private. This is the public. This is a public space, y'all. This is Times Square. This is a public square. This is a town hall meeting when we're on YouTube and whatnot. But please believe that we are in private places having private meetings amongst private quote unquote interests. You feel me? And those conversations and those bills are 1,000 times more powerful than these public talks. However, we need more quote unquote people who understand what these open source tools are so they can begin to utilize them for their benefits, right? Turn them API keys into something where there needs to be more apps. There should be an app being released every week. Somebody should be debuting or launching a quote unquote mobile or a web-based app. The same way when people are quote unquote, how they had that wave before where they were like, yo, I'm launching a website or I'm doing a pop-up. You know?
You say clean.
Too much, it's too much mana is falling, and it's like I fear that nobody is catching it. The right people are not understanding what is taking place and what the opportunities and what the options and what I don't think people might realize that certain blessings are being answered, but it's being done through the tools of the times, which happen to be technology, and they got niggas spooked out on that. Okay, you was in, all right, Copper Moon says she was in a metaverse yesterday and they're implementing the avatar gear. Can we do that? Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So there's something called haptic vests, right? I'm surprised that Blue never popped up on live wearing a haptic vest because he has the technology. But there's a company called Wooger, and I'll pull it up, and they have haptic vests. This is what the gamers are wearing and whatnot. And it's basically like if you're in Call of Duty and you get shot, the haptic vest will send the vibrations through the vest. So it's almost like immersive technology to whereas you're feeling everything. However, that's one way to use the vest. What about the other way? There's the other way to use the haptic vest is when you're implementing the 432 hertz and whatnot, and you're tapping into the binaural energy and whatnot, and the binaural frequencies, and you have on the haptic vest, or you're vibe coding and you have the haptic vest on, or you're on code, you're building videos out on Kling, Sora, and all of these places, and every time that it generates something, the haptic vest goes off. So the way that it makes your body vibrate is crazy. And I had to do it. I had to do it on the boomies, right? You know I had to throw the boomies in and see how that goes, bruh. Out of this world. You feel me? That shit had me vibrating on mad frequencies. You said Ready Player One? Yeah, definitely. Ready Player One. Yeah, so we are on we're at the state right now. We're at the stage right now because they got the haptic vest, they got the haptic gloves, they got the haptic belts, and you could wear it as a belt or a headband, and you could put the haptic vest on and literally tap into a whole nother frequency that you probably never felt before and whatnot. It's therapeutic, it's healing, and it just, to me, it levels up my creativity. So pay attention to the metaverse. I think that there's going to be they're going to breathe life into this whole metaverse niche. Let me just call it a niche. You feel me? I don't want to say anything. It's a niche. It's a marketplace. Let's just say that the Web3 marketplace is about to get sparked, maybe in the next quarter. But pay attention to that. You might want to start snatching up those coins like the manas and get ready, because they're going to roll out. This AI shit is advancing so crazy. I already feel it. I see it. They're about to marry this metaverse crypto shit in a minute. It's coming back. You seen that the strip club is in the metaverse? They're monetizing the clothing. Yeah, I mean, everything is going to be in that metaverse. You feel me? That's coming very soon. So I would tell people who are looking to invest in something to begin to do a little bit of a little bit of trend research. Do your research. Do your research.
Definitely do your research. You know what's going to be the biggest thing in the metaverse once they master it, and the reason why I think they're holding back for so long?
What's that?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
The what?
Every time they put something together on Grand Theft Auto 6, bro,
oh,
they drop something, and they're like, oh shit, something happened in AI, and they tweak. And then they like, oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, and then something tweaks in AI. They're like, damn. They put out a trailer, something tweaks. And I just think that they're waiting for that moment. They just building more hype with AI trailers. And because you can spend real money.
Because look at when Grand Theft is coming. It's coming next year. They gave it a whole year. So imagine what's going to be here in a whole year.
Exactly.
So the way that these companies work, they go to conferences, they go to quote unquote meetings. They know about certain trends before the public knows about it. So chances are they went to a conference, maybe something with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA got in touch with them and showed them some shit that they were doing with these quote unquote with the video games, mixing it with immersive and everything, and convinced them, you know what? This is going to make sense. Even with the, sometimes you have investors and shares. So the share, that sort of politics. But they're pushing that to go a little bit further. That's not going to be a regular PlayStation game when it comes out in 2026.
Because like Copper Moon is saying, they're going to put real clothes in there.
Real clothing in it, right?
When we put the mic in there, when you put the, talking about, you put yours in there. Right. Like, bro, we're in the game like Madden, like even better than last time.
Right.
Yeah, the field between large companies who've been low budget. Yeah.
It is leveling the playing field. It got people with shoestring budgets coming through, smacking them on billion-dollar companies. Henceforth, why there's such a quote-unquote rush and a run for these quote-unquote enterprise businesses and these billion-dollar Fortune 500. That's why they had to pivot super fast. And then they, to the point where some of them broke their ankles because they were like, yo, the alarm went off, and they were like, yo, some businesses, some fucking startups out of somebody's basement, somebody, you know what I mean? Some of these startups have the potential to come and disrupt our whole entire business and eat all of our food, right? And take all of our lunch money. So as you can see, they flying around the world, putting all of these governments on game, showing them the 5-year plan and whatnot, explaining to them, look, you got to drop billions on the AI because that shit is going to lock shit down. Okay? We're going to lock the whole world down with this AI shit. We need you to get on board. Stop playing. We're going to ship these niggas to these prisons all around the world. We're going to get them out of the way.
Yep.
We're gonna make those chips, this whole chip thing that's going on, where there's these embargoes on these chips. These chips are gonna be extremely instrumental in the future and whatnot, in terms of what it is, whatever it is that they are doing and implementing. Bitcoins and those goddamn chips are going to play a big part in that. So if people are not even thinking about acquiring any of these things at this point, or understanding it and being able to counter it, then I don't know. I don't know if they're paying attention. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, everything is up. Everything is what they call malleable, right? Yeah. Meaning that everything is subject to change. It's whatever the fuck you make it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
Going. The thing is going to get Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's Saudi Arabia. You know, because they got to get in, and they looking for, you know what I'm saying, who got the big tech. And, you know, they spent money on everything. They done bought a bunch of boxers.
Boxing. No, they didn't buy boxers, Spin. They bought boxing. Let me explain it. No. They bought, no, for real. The only person fighting them right now is Tank Davis, really. Everybody else has bought in.
Yeah,
they got the boxing shit. They got the golf, right? They made the golf niggas fold. I'm talking about an institution that was older than many of these institutions. They folded for the Saudis. Saudis came and threw bags at all of these quote unquote people.
Yeah.
So
AI.
Huh?
Now they want the AI. Now they want the.
I gotta remind you. They was trying to get the NBA. I gotta remind you, they were building the 15-minute city.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So if they're responsible, they building an AI city.
Yeah.
That city's gonna be more AI than Dubai, than New York, than any of these major cities can ever be. So if he's building this AI, quote unquote, if he's building this 15-minute city and whatnot in the desert, it's going to be state of the art for mostly, you know, billionaires only. Then they're going to build an AI cluster, that deal that they just made, basically like a Stargate.
Yep.
In Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Where are my storytellers? Where are my visionaries? Where are my, that's you nigga eat. Like, this is a platter. Oh my goodness. They setting the table. It's like a Mr. Child's meal. They set the table. They giving you so much stuff that you fuck all that. I would rather watch a Ryan Coogler put together depiction of what somebody sees than to watch a TikTok video. No, and mind you, I'm not shitting on TikTok because I like the TikTok presentation. I like how people break shit down in 1 minute. They need to take those TikTok 1 minute jump offs and turn those into 10-minute AI films. People need to take some of the predictions about what the future is going to happen, what's going to happen in the future, and show us that shit.
Yep. Sorry,
what is your 15-minute city gonna look like?
Yeah, he said if you don't know what it is, it's just, you know, try to imagine yourself shrinking the city together and making everything easily accessible. A grand supermarket, a grand gym, access to garbage. Everything's gonna be real quick, so you don't have to drive cars anymore. You can just take like a electric scooter or something, but everything will be right there, centered in that city. For that's like a little broad just answer to the question. A real, tight knit little city. Everything's accessible within 15 to 20 minutes, bro. Just surface level.
Nah, we gonna check it out real quick.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Reg, you said you about to bring something up? Yeah.
You may have seen this, well, just about everywhere. It's the architectural concept that broke the internet.
Saudi Arabia has just shocked the world.
At first, I thought it was a metaverse project, but it is a real project.
Saudi Arabia wants to build a city dubbed The Line.
The Lion? I want no part of that.
I'm going to be reacting to The Line.
This is definitely just a way for those in power to have more control.
The ingenious design of the city of future.
It's designed in 3 dimensions. Who do you think is going to be at the top?
The Line is a 170-kilometer long, 500-meter high mirrored linear city in the desert that either represents the cutting edge of architecture or a grim dystopian future, depending on who you ask. But what exactly is The Line? How would it even work? And what can it teach us about our cities today?
We ain't gonna watch the whole shit, but
yeah, come on.
That's just giving you
one hyper train in the middle of the line going.
Yeah, going crazy. Going crazy.
North, I need to go to North Line. 10 minutes on the hyper train.
You feel me? On a hyper train, get you there in 3 minutes through the whole jump off. You know? So, in a post-oil world, ladies and gentlemen, right?
Post-oil is crazy.
Post-oil is crazy. Feel me? In a post-oil world, right? This empire or this monarchy, because we not about to rate Saudi Arabia. That's part of Babylon, right? But in what is the quote unquote breadbasket of a nation, a coalition of nations that were quote unquote forged with the Europeans, right, through oil wealth, and that's where the petrodollar and everything comes from, right? They didn't get rich like this on their own. Okay, they've been in bed with these people since OPEC, low key, but nations that were built, nations whose wealth were built off of petroleum and oil have shifted, right, into an AI initiative. They're saying that they're in post-oil and that the new quote-unquote wealth or the new, what they say is even worth more than oil. Think about that for a minute. What does that exactly mean? What exactly are they talking about with AI that is worth more than oil? Making pictures on Chat GPT? Huh? Subscriptions as a service? What are they? Where's the wealth at? That's my $1 million question. How could somebody like a Saudi Arabia, we talking Dubai, we talking goddamn like, let's just read up and see what's going on and what exactly did Donald Trump go over there and tell these people and was being promised. And then think about what's going to come out of that quote unquote revelation or that deal, because now you have a major player. You have China as a major player, right? They just started heating up and dropping mad shit. And now Saudi Arabia and the UAE, Now they're becoming major players.
Major too.
Major. So there was an article that came out, and I'm going to share it, and it said Africa, the continent of Africa, they are earning more wealth in technology, in the sector of technology, than they are in oil. This is Africa, y'all. This is the whole continent, 50 multiple nations. They are exporting technology. What are we doing?
Bro, I'm telling you, everybody, you know, we live in the United States, so we still see the United States as the superpower that it is, you know, and we're sitting here talking about, we're literally sitting here saying post oil. Damn. You know what I mean? So you guys, I don't know if you guys seen, but me and Red covered where Nigeria had AI tutors last year.
Yeah.
Do you think it got worse, or do you think it got better for Nigeria in 2025? You understand? So being able to see what was happening, and we was getting AI agents, and we were starting to hear about the whole agentic AI. That shit was last year. We're in May of 2025. The Nigerians do be, yeah, you know what I mean? But they're just getting better. It's no more, you know, little dirt roads and little, you know what I'm saying, flies on your lip. You know, they're going to become a superpower of their own. It's because everybody's starting to master artificial intelligence, the power of the sun with solar panels. That's why they say post oil, because now everything's going to come from the sun because the sun is so abundant, right? So all your energy come from the sun. Your cars are electric. Electric cars are going to become more affordable. Electric scooters with a solar powered motor. Everything's going to be ran off the sun. Everything's going to be ran off artificial intelligence. Everything's going to be ran off of robotics. There's going to be 15, 20-minute cities. Everything's tight. They got humans with everything that they need. All right. So don't, you know what I'm saying? We in North America. If you are in North America, you know, stop believing that this behemoth is still going to run. It's 150 little year run at the top. Is about their asses is over with. Because it's a lot of people. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing live. Hit the likes, hit the share. Appreciate it. Right? Where we are at right now, and I said before, so I say to the students, is that when Godzilla falls, you don't want to be on its scales. Godzilla is North America, right? And then we're the melanated population. And our population, our community, our culture, whatever you want to call it, we always stay at the bottom. We just hanging on the Godzilla scales. And once Godzilla falls to Mothra and this dragon, when it falls over, and who's it gonna lay on? They're planning on laying on our ass because we always in last place anyway. You understand?
That's a fact. You feel me? So I don't want anybody to underestimate the severity and the quote unquote the weight of what it is that we are talking about, you know, and what we're teaching, and also what we're learning at the same time. Because how could you teach something that just came out today? Like, you're learning and you're teaching in real time.
Yeah.
Nah, real talk. Like, you're teaching in real time and you're perfecting these tools and you're sharpening your sword. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I've been educating myself, you know. I've been, you know, putting myself through education in these terms and whatnot, and learning on a daily basis. You feel me? On a daily basis. So, you know, there's a lot of progress that needs to be done. What I want to jump into right now is these Google products. If you have that queued up.
Yeah, let's get it, y'all. So, you know, Google dropped their I/O. This is their presentation. This is they go on stage and represent everything. I've been in the Google developer program for maybe 4 months. You know what I mean? So I've been seeing the back end. I've been seeing the AI. I've been in AI studios. I've been in Firebase, all those type things. So let me show y'all in the public, from my eyes, what I've been seeing. Let me start sharing up. All right, family. So let's first go to Google DeepMind. DeepMind.google. You know what I mean? This is a lost art. Nobody knows this is back here. This is where most of their AI lives. Y'all see my screen? Google DeepMind.
Yes, sir.
Put a 1 in the chat. Be honest. Put a 1 in the chat if you really knew Google DeepMind was there. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't. Just you know, be honest. Oh, bro, I didn't know Google had this DeepMind thing. This deeply intelligent artificial intelligence. Right. You feel me? Hey, if you knew, you knew. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. But if you didn't, that's fine, right? So this is where everything happens, where you can chat with the most powerful Gemini, and you can try everything in the Google AI Studio. Before we go there, you know, this flexes the news, the latest news. Okay, they're talking about 2.5 Pro. Our most intelligent models are getting even better. Okay, Gemini 2.5 Pro Premier, even better with coding performance, and you're using that inside of Firebase. All right, most capable models, they do their thing. They say what's new, the deep think, right? We're making 2.5 Pro even better by introducing an enhanced reasoning mode called Deep Think. All right, so this is going to be deep research mixed with a reasoning model. All right, the model families: 2.5 Pro, 2.5 Flash, 2.0 Flash Lite. You see little different schematics of how things work.
Different weights.
Coding and complex prompts. Yep, different weights, like he said. Best for fast performance on complex tasks. Best for cost-efficient performance. Okay, going hands-on. All right, they talk about a couple prompts. I'm going to turn the page off. So when they're talking about their top models, everybody heard of, see, this is the thing what I say about large language models. The whole world focused in. A lot of y'all focused in on, oh, ChatGPT. Oh, OpenAI, they did one hell of a marketing scheme. So, you know, shout out to them. Why did everybody skip over Gemini like it wasn't a monster? A lot of y'all skipped over Grok 3. It's a monster. 3.5 should come out in the next couple of weeks. You guys skipped over Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Right. The way it could speak, the way it could code. It was the original coding LLM from Anthropic. Why did everybody sleep on Perplexity? Why did people sleep on DeepSeek? Why did people sleep on Quinn? OpenAI's marketing scheme had y'all like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame y'all. I'm just saying that seemed what's happened. Okay. So here's all your Gemini models, right? Nobody was talking about the Gemma models. All right. And we're going to go into the generative models and the experiments. So now I'm going to turn the page. And now this is the new AI Studios, where you can automatically get an API key in one click. That's how apps speak to each other. And you'll need those. Now, here's the, you know, you'll chat and get into the best stuff. We're going to go over a couple other tools, but look at this, y'all. What I like about this one is compare mode. So what I'm going to do in compare mode is the most brand new 2.5 Pro is like 14 days old, because this is the preview and Pro from 5/6/25. That means it came out on May 6th. That's how new it is. And I can go over here and I can compare it to the next place powerful model. Here goes Gemma, a 4 billion parameter large language model, right? So I can go there and say, what do you know about 15-minute cities? Okay, and I'm gonna run that through 2.5 Pro and Gemma at the same time. Hold on, what happened here? What happened here? You reach your regular. Reach no damn. That game fucked up. Can I go? Okay, I need that again. 10-minute city. I'm just put that real quick. I just want to see something. I don't know. I couldn't use all that, Gemma, man. All that ass lying, bro. It's the most powerful model for sure. I'll just use 1 billion, I guess. I have been on here all day, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If they say my ass is out, my ass is out there. But I just simply like this. And what Gemini did was steal this from Quinn. Quinn was the first large language model to be able to compare their models side by side on the same prompt at the same time. Okay, I'll just actually to explain football real quick. I don't want to just harp on this. Okay, so now both models are looking at the game of football. Right, we can see Jim was a little bit slower, even at 1 billion parameters, compared to whatever 2.5 Pro is doing. It's thinking. It's a thinking model. Okay, so that's just one little component that I like about AIstudio.google.com. We're just not gonna leave Google out. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a little bit biased because I was on the development team. So that's one thing that I truly like. Okay, started to speed up a bit. Look like 2.5 is thinking. I won't continue any longer, y'all. Y'all can mess with it yourselves at AIstudio.google. You understand? And that will be in the chat. So look over here on the left what I'm working with. Now let's go to stream. Now this is super powerful. Now this has the brand new 2.0 flash model, and you can talk to it with voice. I can put it on the webcam so it can look at me and watch me, or I can share the screen. Now when I'm working on vibe code and I want 2.0 flash to work with me in voice, I'll go over here, pick a voice, share my screen, and say, look, man, I'm working through this code. What do you see? And Gemini gonna say, oh man, well, I see a break in the code, and I see this and I see that, and okay, right? Look at these switches. This is I don't hate OpenAI, but there's no switches. Look at, okay, do you want to execute code? What functions do you want to call on? Right? An automatic function response. Do you want to ground the model with Google search? Google owns Google, YouTube, and a whole bunch of other things. You can ground your prompt in Google search, so it'll now bring the search in there. In URL context, of course, you can put a website in there and get feedback. Okay, and that's stream real time. You have artificial intelligence walking you through anything. Again, you can simply talk to the mic. You can get on the webcam. It could watch you. I don't know about that one, but share your screen and get some help. Right? That's pretty much AI agent mode. Now, y'all. Now it's about to go down. Generate media. First of all, Gemini image generator. The new Imagine 4. The new VO. We're going to go there and Lyria, real time. It makes music. Look at some of these examples. Look at some of these examples. AI generated. Hey, look at the perfume commercial. AI generated. Who else said
that person making the food, that's AI generated?
AI generated. Everything on the screen is an example. And there's a prompt below. Create a video showing some hands first sprinkling salt into a pan of stir-fried vegetables. Cook up.
Right.
The prompt is right below. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into some of this fun stuff. So what I want to show y'all first, actually, it took me a little minute to figure out what I was looking at. So labs.google, they launched Flow. And here is Flow TV. It's like a weird little play show, but everything is AI generated in here. Different channels of how things show up. You got the microverse. Okay. So if I go to the microverse, it just, you know what I mean? It just makes a video. I can switch it up and down over here. It's just something fun from Google. And then, so if I'm watching that, I'm watching the Predator, I go to show prompt. In VO2, an 8K high resolution shot of a fast pace. Oh, damn, it changed real fast. Oh, that's what happens with TV. It'll switch on you real quick. You know what I'm talking about? So let me go to the grid view.
So it's just jumping through different images and giving you the prompt and everything?
Yep. You can take the prompt through everything that you see. And you'll just go and you'll flip through these channels right here, Red. Of see how it's on the infrared channel?
Yeah.
I can pause it real quick, get into that prompt. Other than that, I'm gonna just let it play. Let me go to a different channel. And then here's the Dream Factory. Look at that, the little phone and lava. It's just VO2, just being VO2. It's a little weird. It's a little funny. So that's what I'm saying. This is so. It's just imagining. Look at the hand and the Mercury. I'm talking about me change the channel from Dream Factory, movable type. So letters are gonna come up. Look at that gold green in there. Can y'all see that? Oh, good. Look at that gold green. It's just going to show different letters and different styles. Look at this. Look at drip.
Drip. Wow.
And then I can, pause it. So when y'all in labs.google, Flow TV, and you want your prompt, you're like, oh, I just seen some cool shit on video. You come right here and take the prompt. Make sure you pause it because it will change the channel. It's just like that. This is what it's doing. Okay. So that's Flow TV. That's just a little fun spot to be. Now we're going to go to Create with Flow. I already got it over here. Now this the doozy right here, y'all. This is where it's at. So here we go, y'all. This is one prompt on the new VO. Now this is VO2. 2 action heroes flying over a city that is being destroyed by a monster and talking about how they will attack the monster. VO2, they don't speak. But that's one prompt of VO2. One prompt of VO2. You feel me?
Wow.
Now this is where it cracked. VO3. VO3, y'all. Here we go. Same prompt. VO3. Come on. Tell me if you hear it.
Nah. We don't hear it.
Okay. Let me do I'm gonna just come off the mic. I'm gonna do audio mode and y'all watch these off the same prompt. Off the same prompt. Watch, I'm gonna go audio mode. It's gonna cut my mic and give y'all everything. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just play the videos a couple times. Here we go. We going back in.
We have to distract it so we can get closer.
I'm ready to go in.
We have to distract it so we can get closer.
I'm ready.
We have to take it from the top.
I understand.
Crazy.
We have to take it from the top.
I understand.
All right, 1 second, y'all. I just had to make sure I came back. All right, we're in the game. So now watch this, though. I'm going right back in to where I can stay on the mic. I just wanted y'all to hear that. You heard that, Red? Y'all heard that?
Yeah, we heard it. Yep.
All right. Let me get back up in there and let me speak and watch this now. They took this from Sora now. Look at Scene Builder. Y'all see the great Scene Builder? You're going to literally come here and prompt after prompt, scene after scene. What should happen next? Text to video, right? You're going to play scenes. Look at frames to video. I can add different frames. Right now, they don't have it coming soon. It is your own upload now. Upload right now. You can generate an image, generate a secondary image, and go to video. Family, for some reason, it's not over. They have ingredients to video, meaning I'll come in here and generate a pizza. I'll come to this one and generate a pizza maker, right? Come right here and make the storefront and create the goddamn ingredients to a video. And it comes out, similar right here. And this is all Gemini Ultra. That's why you see Ultra next to my Google account. This is the new one that dropped hours ago. With the Scene Builder, many movies are literally in the palm of your hand right now. Complex, goddamn fantasy. Goddamn ingredients, frames, text to video. And y'all, I didn't prompt what they say. I showed y'all these are just the same prompt from VO2 where they didn't say anything, and then one from 3. And then what do they have when you're on here? You can download it. You go here, you can flag it, you can full screen, but you can also go add to scene. And what am I going to do next? Prompt the goddamn next scene. There's no way you can't make a mini movie with volume. It will.
Hold on.
Ain't no way. Easy bake oven. Easy bake oven. Easy bake AI. And I'll tell y'all, for 3 months, they got a deal right now. I wish I was on Google, man. Man, Google, man, where you at, man? Cut the check. Because for 3 months right now, $125 for 90 days of this. And you gonna tell me you're not gonna cook for what? $41.50 a month? You get this? No, man, stop, man. Cause for or something. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Labs.google. That's where you want to start. And you're gonna start to get led down this pathway. But family, what's the white boy say? But wait, there's more. Let's go ahead and turn over to Risk. So Risk finally got, again, this is Ultra. Again, about maybe $40 and some change a month. So this is where you can put your own things. Because obviously I put my own pictures up in here. Put a big prompt. You know what I mean? It switched it up quite a bit. It's not as consistent as like a Mid-Journey. You know what I mean? None of them are really consistent. But now, finally, inside of Risk, you can add all your images, add your type, whatever you want to do. You can simply go in now, right? Because all I really put was, the pictures. And now it gave me a prompt. A low angle, medium shot features dark-skinned African-American man, estimated to be in his late 20s or early 40s. I mean, that's really broad. Looking down at the viewer, serious expression, short curly hair. He's well-dressed, black t-shirt, tattoos. I mean, look at the prompt. And I put my pictures in. Yeah, it changed me. But all I did was put my picture in, and you have a 3-paragraph prompt.
That's crazy. So you could take that prompt and feed it to all of the generators.
Exactly.
You can feed that to Sora. You
Yep.
can feed that to Mid-Journey.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Super detailed.
Mad detail.
Right.
And we need to start having prompt libraries, family, that's out there. Remember talking about in class number 2 for 100 income streams, prompt books and prompt websites, prompt channels and prompt apps, because that's something that people need. They'll buy prompts from you.
Exactly. And you can get them. You can just pull these long prompts, fuse them with something, put your own camera angle, put an 8K camera in there, right? So once it throws all these up based off these 2 pictures of Spin City and then Robo Spin, I'll go right here. Now Risk finally got one-click animate. It finally got one-click animate.
Blood clot.
It finally got one-click animate. And with your 125 for 90 days, you get fucking 1,200 generations of this. If y'all don't cook, I'm not gonna lie, if I don't see y'all Friday to where we bring up these prompts and show you how to monetize your 125, family, all right, you gonna fall with Godzilla. I know what I'm saying. I know everybody gonna live their life, but it is what it is. So let me while this is cooking at 30%, let me just go to the front page of another one, which is Project Mariner. So now if everybody remembers when OpenAI dropped Operator, here is now Project Mariner, and it is Google's task computer operator. I won't do it right now because we all know operators take some time, right, to go knock something out. But find a summer pasta recipe on Instacart, add ingredients to my cart. You can put pay with Google Pay. You'll type that in, punch that in. All of a sudden, the motherfucker from Instacart will knock on your door and say, "Here's your pizza ingredients," and you know what I mean. Your Google Pay a ping. You're done. Find 3 jobs for data engineers in New York City on Climate Base. It'll go out there. It'll take your resume. It'll send the emails. It is a full send computer using AI agent. They've done it. Project Mariner, they've been working on it for a long time. Again, I'm not going to do any operator work right here on live just for the sake of we don't really want to watch it. But it is available all in that package, family. All in that same package. All right. So it looked like it got done cooking. It just did a little 8 seconds. So this guy tweaking. Got his robots. He got his jewelry. Got his double glasses. Just something light. So the B-roll game has totally changed. You say something like that, Red?
Right. That's your faceless video.
Yeah.
You know how academics you used to do the war in Chirac, and
Yeah.
he would take like 30 minutes of footage and loop it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it really would be like five. It ain't 30. It'd be like a 5 minute of content of maybe all of the Chicago dudes, and they just line it up and then they loop it. So it don't
Exactly.
matter if I'm talking 3 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, it's just gonna loop and you'll hear that voice. Now with 11 labs, you can now do voiceover videos where it's not even your voice.
Yeah.
You could do a Jamaican voice, you could do a deep voice, you could do a country voice, whatever. You could do a white man's voice, whatever kind of. If you want to do propaganda, you could you could do a MAGA faceless channel and you sounding like a straight MAGA dude, and it's you. And you manipulating the narrative, because that's what media is ultimately about. And that's what they've been doing through the fantasy industries and all of this media shit. So, like I said, y'all, powerful tools, shit that you probably was asking for is here. This is just Google, right? There's 20 others.
Yeah.
And they all have their advantages and whatnot. There's about 20 other platforms that get super busy right now.
And so this should be Lyria. I'm back at AI Studios. I wanted to show y'all everything. Now, this is Lyria. Now, Lyria is going up against Suno. Suno just dropped 4.5. They feeling good. They feeling hype. Lyria lets you come on, y'all, and just create AI-based music like you right here in the studio. Got your trip hop, your thrash on there. It just makes songs, y'all. An easy way to just make AI generated music. Saying
push button.
I'm not going to tweak it too much right now. Again, this stuff takes time to tweak, but it's available. It is in AI Studios, and you go down to the puzzle piece. Let it. You hear it?
Yeah. No, I don't hear it.
All right, let me unmic real quick. Okay, let me unmic. Just let y'all see what it did. Let me unmic. Y'all slap that right quick. Again, that's AI Studios.
Do we supposed to be hearing something? Spin, we supposed to be hearing something? Can y'all hear something in the audience?
All right, I'm back. All I'm doing is on there scooting knobs around, and the AI keeps track of the music that I'm making.
Right.
Where are my beat makers at?
All of your what?
The beat makers. Who make beats?
The beat makers in the audience. We didn't hear nothing. You know that, right?
No, still ain't hear nothing. All right, so let me go back up in there. Let me get back up in here. Oh, I'm about to put, boom, share the audio.
There you go. Now we don't hear it.
Were y'all able to hear it?
Nah.
Okay, it's
We
not
heard
giving
it in
me
the
nothing.
beginning. Nah, whatever you did in the beginning, it worked. We heard it in the beginning.
So once I changed it, wasn't going? All right, that's something. All right, y'all. So let me just show y'all how to get there so y'all can do it yourselves. If it ain't
And you
going,
got
if
a
it
lot
ain't
of
going.
feedback in the building too.
Okay, yeah, I see y'all. I see y'all. So what I'm doing here, y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing the music. I'm hearing the music the whole time. It say this knob says funk. This knob says shoegaze. And I'll just click it and grab it. See, when I turn this shoegaze up, you see how the yellow get real bit. That means that shoegaze taking over. Right? I'll turn that down if that sounding too bump. I'm talking about just turn that shit down, shit bump. See, I might turn it off all the way.
Okay,
I was having the trip hop. I was having the dubstep. All
right, we hear it.
What'd you say, Red?
You just heard that.
Let's see.
Don't hear it.
Yeah, those are just different. The different knobs. It's just coming together. You know what I mean? So when you pumped up Suno, I think I like Suno. It'll add lyrics, but this is just you're just messing around, changing knobs, and it makes music and beats on the fly, y'all.
Right.
Let me see. Control reprogramming MBI devices. I don't know right now about that. But yeah, y'all. So again, let's go from the top so y'all know where y'all at. I've seen a couple questions. How do I get here? aistudio.google.com. That's aistudio.google. Over here, the first thing is to chat. The second thing is to stream. That's where you can do the videos. Third is generate media. And here it goes right here. Lyria real time. Create, control, and perform music in the moment. That good VO is right here. Imagine, whatever they're calling it. Generate high quality images across multiple aspect ratios. GEMINI image generator. You know what I mean? They give you your stuff. Then you go right here to build. Okay, they got the prompt DJ, steer continuous streams of music with text prompts. Prompt DJ MIDI. You got your think spaces. Here goes your MCP maps. Some tiny cats, whatever that is. Dictation apps. Video to learning app. Instantly turn your YouTube videos into fun learning apps using AI. This is a 2.5 Pro code generator. Y'all think you'll go in here, you'll place a YouTube video in there, and it'll break it down into a little app.
Can we do that now? Huh.
I don't know the cook time, but shit, let's cook it. Fuck it. I'm going over here and grabbing Melon and Monday. Real quick. I'm gonna grab. What is that noise?
Let's do that.
What is that noise?
You hear a noise?
Yeah, y'all don't hear that ringing?
Nah, we don't hear that ringing.
Oh, hold on. Let me see here. What is this? Oh, that's because somebody's fucking calling me. Damn. Somebody's calling me on the damn Instagram.
On the IG phone?
Yeah, man. All right. So I got Melanin Monday right here. I should be able to generate an app off the last Melanin Monday you just did, bro, yesterday.
That's the app.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Code Assist is optimized to work on Gemini model series. Paste the URL. I did. Let me get a more raw. Because that was a. Let me turn it on real quick and get the URL off the top. go to YouTube up in here. Also, what the fuck is that noise? Always some noises. Y'all can't never hear it either. I thought, man, listen to this music. I can hear the damn thing. Come on, man. All right, I'm over here on YouTube. Y'all just getting the URL, so y'all work with your boy.
This Google shit look outstanding, bro.
I told y'all.
God damn.
And they got the glasses coming out, y'all. They just got some stuff, man. Everybody thought OpenAI was gonna step on them, and DeepSeek was gonna step on them. Everybody's supposed to be stepping on them, and then they did this.
Yeah, they don't have their divisions ain't deep enough.
Oh, what's the wrong button? Was that it? Okay, this should be Melanin Mondays. Okay, harvest season, Melanin Monday. Okay, made it. And now here go. It should be create an app to teach you about what you was talking about yesterday. So you confirm. Anybody out on that Melanin Monday yesterday? I'm guessing this is gonna cook up the code and break this down to an app and teach you about what he said yesterday. So that's cooking up. What else? Notebook LM didn't change. When you order this too, you get 30 terabytes of cloud memory.
30 terabytes?
30. They just open up all Google. Like, damn. 125 for 90 days. 30 terabytes of cloud memory. So it can help you with this code. Generating content spec from the video. Okay, different examples. Logic behind characters. Okay. Making friends. Hit more home runs. Okay. Yeah, let it render up in there. The video to learning app. Looks like it has some code here. Import the app from app. Get the data context from the video. How to react to what's going on. The React dominant. Example library types. STX license. The function is a data provider. Okay, it says for children. The parameter is set to children. Okay. This would initially be for children, y'all, but we trying to see what it's going to cook. The data provider is aimed towards children, so it should make it maybe a little childish. That's what I see right here, y'all. When y'all see these parameters, what the function is, the function is saying, okay, examples, set examples. Okay, it's loading. All right, the reactions is fat. Man, I'm a girl. LC at. Okay, so yeah. Okay, only 45 lines for right now. Let me see. Okay, nothing yet. Yeah, I don't know how long it take to cook. I didn't press it yet until right now. But yeah, y'all, while that's cooking, any questions, comments, concerns in the chat, summary lessons and app formats? Yes, exactly. That's what it's looking like. That's fucking insane. Yeah.
So while we wait for that,
yeah,
I'm gonna pull up some examples of that Google VO.
That's a lot of gigs. Yeah. Kids Bop type Melanin Mondays is wild work. Universal thanks to AI. I guess 360 vacations.
They're watching the north exit. Use the service tunnel.
We'll pull some videos up, y'all, so we can check out this new Google-ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this app cook. Yeah, I never used it, so.
It's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
According to this old sea chart, the lost island isn't myth. We must prepare an expedition immediately.
Bubble bath. All right, family. So
it brought it up, bro, but it's probably some.
Check it out.
No feed.
Sound effect, audio.
According to this old sea chart, the lost island isn't myth. We must prepare an expedition immediately.
Okay.
According to this old sea chart, the lost island isn't myth. We must prepare an expedition immediately.
No.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Oh nah, come on, son. Come on, son.
It's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Poop that pappy, nigga. They went and got poop that pappy, nigga.
Bro, they got your little app over there. It's talking about it's a true or false app.
Remember we was talking about storyboarding and we got we was showing the book for storyboarding and we was explaining, yo, that's gonna be one of the most important things to know moving forward, especially if you want to get on your fantasy complex industry. You got to know how to storyboard. That's how you tell a story. That's how you do what Ryan Coogler was doing. Have a dope ass storyboard. That's how videos are shot. So with all of this information that y'all seeing, it's only gonna come together with a storyboard. You got to know different segments to shoot, but if there's directors that are out there and y'all are familiar, you're in heaven right now. This shit that Hollywood was boycotting. This why they went to this why they was boycotting, y'all. You feel me? I get it now. So what a truth discerner challenge?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. So the app it generated is to you know what I'm saying, based off the YouTube content that you put yesterday. They put
that's an old video.
Oh, it's an old one? Well, I didn't know which one I was aiming at. Oh, what is this, Halloween? October 30th. October 30th, yeah.
Harvest season.
Truth discerner challenge. Test your ability to separate fact from fiction in an information-rich world. If you catch a cold, if you go outside with your hair in winter. Okay. Response sources to Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, MSG, monosodium glutamate is inherently bad for everyone. Causes Chinese restaurant syndrome. I'll put true on there. Oh, they say I flunk. So I mean, it's called the Truth Discerner Challenge. I guess it's maybe y'all put some truth discernment in here, but that's what they pulled, y'all. So y'all can just try it. Obviously, it took about maybe 5 minutes. Grab a YouTube by the URL. Grab a URL and press generate app, and then it just gave me this question app. Guess you can go inside the code here. It's talking about, okay, it has the color. You see the hex score for the colors, incorrect colors, the border, neutral buttons, the font, Apple system, Roboto, Helvetica. When you guys look at code, just look at, if you don't have to be a coder to look for, sight words, color, variable, text color. We know the variety of text colors that can come through. You ain't got to be a big time coder to see English in there, especially when it's done by AI, y'all. So, okay. In the specifications, the app should present the user with a series of statements or assertions related to current events, history, or social issues. Each statement should be presented in a clear and concise manner, mimicking the style of headlines or news snippets one might encounter on social media or online news platforms. For each statement presented, the unit must do a true or false. So maybe in the video y'all were talking about, I guess it's going off the main topic of the video or whatever heard in their family. It creates a little app for you just to have a little fun. So y'all do that again on your own time. I'm going to go back to the build section just really quick, y'all. So you got your Gemini, you got your map explorer. Here's one that says it has spatial understanding, unlock Gemini's vision, detect objects in images or screen shares with interactive 2D and 3D bounding boxes and points. Okay, and it's kind of like Hugging Face, if y'all are familiar with Hugging Face, where it gives you the top buttons of what it is. It's Gemini 2.0 Flash with video understanding for the analyzer. Look at the flashcard maker. Or we're like this. I think we would all like this. Instantly create interactive flashcards on any topic with the power of Gemini. I think I like that, y'all. AIstudios.google. Go down to the puzzle piece build flashcard maker. That should be hard when we got questions. I think we're going to bring that to our classes. And image into code, transform images into interactive P5.json code, sketches with AI, generate multiple clever, playful variations and bring your photos to life. Nice. So yeah, y'all, that's him. That's him, that's them. That's Gemini's launch of the day. Y'all just want to make sure y'all ran through that with your boy.
Crazy.
It's gonna be a lit summer for real content creators. I've been juggling these platforms. Let's go, boo. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, y'all, that was a good walkthrough. The new Google, everything they put in, they got AI agent now. They're rivaling Operator. They're rivaling, well, kind of with the music, trying to go at Suno a little bit. They're just absolutely trying to sock on Sora, Queen, Runway with that new VO3. And I feel like VO2 just dropped in December. I feel like they was, I think, if my memory serves me correctly, I think they just dropped. So, yeah, y'all, that's the party, man.
I want to remind everyone to make sure that you guys are following our Instagram. We have a channel on Instagram. We have an actual channel on IG that gives you news every day, right? So I'm gonna show y'all real quick the channel, and then I dropped the link right there so you could join us. It's free, of course, but it's definitely this is the AI Accelerated 4.4 network. This is for all of y'all. So check out all of the information. We have tons of stuff.
Everyone wants to start a t-shirt business these days, but most of them end up frustrated and broke. You being the expert, why do you think this happens?
Because they're starting wrong, Benita. Most people rush to buy a screen printing setup, or they drop 10 grand on a DTG printer, and they think that's the move because a paid influencer dropped one video with a machine some company give them for free, but it's not. That model, it's slow, messy, and expensive.
So what's the smarter way? How are people actually winning in the t-shirt game right now?
Get a heat press and outsource the heat transfers printing to a pro like TKO Sales. That's it. It's lean, it's fast, and it scales without draining your bank account.
All right, break that down. What makes that model so effective?
First, no expensive machines to maintain. You're not spending hours cleaning ink or fixing print heads. Second, you're not wasting time cutting and weeding vinyl like it's 2010. With TKO sales transfers, you get pro-level prints shipped to your door. You just press them in 7 seconds.
Let me just say it straight.
So as you can see, we got a lot of it's tons of information. I can't even, I can't. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I give this is ain't no new information gonna pass through our fingers, and we won't have it up there at least by the second day. But we do a lot on this page, so take full advantage, y'all. Come over here, tap in with us, and yeah, and of course we do polls, we ask questions and stuff. Let the people vote. We drop YouTube links with prompts. Yeah, that's our Instagram AI Accelerated Network. The link is in the chat.
Hey, yeah, I had that bonus, bro. Remember, I told y'all I was gonna teach y'all how to pretty much steal content, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all this for absolutely free, to where you can become Fat Matt, you can become Sabrina, you can become Spin. If you get me, you get me. You understand? But check this out, y'all. This is what you gonna do. Y'all look at the screens real close. You're gonna go to 11 Labs, okay? And you're gonna go to Voice Changer. And what I usually do, see, I got a video file. If you want to be janky, hey, I done did it, but I switched everything. So I screen record somebody like Fat Matt. So his voice is playing, and his upper part is playing.
Right.
I'll take his video, put it in here, and it'll be my voice saying everything that Fat Matt said.
Oh.
So when somebody launches something, you can put a video file up in here of a screen recording of Sabrina or Spin or Red saying something. Hey, if you get me, you get me. But you feel me? You can literally come right here, drop a video, y'all. You don't want to record. I mean, if you want to record, if you want to change your voice, I mean, that's cool. But people with talking head type of content, I'll drag up their screen recorded file up in there. Boom. I'll get it done in my voice. I'll take that out. I'll generate it, download it, and then put that AI voice maybe over in HeyGen Avatar 4. And now my avatar is saying exactly what Fat Matt said in Spin City and Sebastian voice.
Right.
So yeah, I'll teach more on that in class, y'all. So y'all meet me in class this Friday night and Saturday morning, and I'll expand on that.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the class that we are inviting everyone to is 100 Income Streams. That is this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Zoom, right? Only on Zoom, and it lasts for about 3 hours. And this will be class number 3 that we're having this Friday. Please join us. I promise you, you will not regret it. They want to know what your Cash App is, Spin.
Yeah, $, Spin City, man. I appreciate it. Man, break your boy off a little. Give me a little dollar in there. Give me $2-3.
Okay, so the IRL Techno Tuesday that's coming up, the date that we have on that is going to be what day? That was June the what?
June 3rd, family.
June the 3rd. You're gonna be in the building, y'all, in the
City.
ATL.
Yeah, meet city in person, huh? Yeah. Y'all go fund my flights. I'm going to Atlanta, man.
Yeah, we're gonna start promoting that too.
Yeah.
Top of that, that's right around the corner. So
yeah,
Spin
IRL.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank y'all for another dynamic episode of Techno Tuesdays and whatnot. Okay, Copper Moon is gonna be in the building as well. All right, Copper Moon will be in the building in the ATL, and also to remind y'all, if y'all don't know, Stone Mountain 628-25, Black Magic 363, Know the Ledge. This is going to be monumental, historic. This is going to be lit. And the whole strong, and of course, we're going to be doing things as well. So it's not just going to be Stone Mountain. That's the main event, but there will be a juke joint after party. And we also might do a vibe coding session that's strong in as well. So we'll keep y'all updated. With that being said, peace, love, and light to the family. We see you in class. And y'all stay dangerous. Make sure you go over to Google and go browse around, see what you could sniff out and do. And let's bring some stuff to class on Friday. All right?
Yes, indeed. Cook up. AIstudios.google. That's where you kick off at.
AIstudios.google. Stay dangerous. All right? Peace, love, and light.
Red, blue, purple light. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red and blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.